Welcome back to our Lean Revolution saga. Chapter 2. Wastes and How to Fight Them. Be prepared, you may hear a long story. Life is too short for a long story. Lady Mary Wortley Montagu. One day, at a game you run into Dick, an acquaintance from your school years whom you've not seen in ages. "Hey, how are things going?" you ask, not expecting anything more than just a simple, "Thanks, good, and you?" "Well," Dick replied eagerly, "my daughter, I'm sure you remember Mariam Jane Jr., right?" You did not have a clue that he even had a daughter, not to mention her name. "So," he continued readily, "she got married to that punk. He got into gambling, and then he disappeared with her money. And then she divorced him. She had to sell her house, and now she's looking for a good man. Do you know any good fellas?" You can't help but roll your eyes as your eyebrows disappear up into your hairline, and you wonder, why the hell did I ask him? Regretfully, the same story, believe it or not, happens with a typical procedure. "Excuse me, procedure. Can you tell me how to put together a blue widget?" you ask politely. "Hey, don't rush," answers procedure with a secretive look. "Before we get to the blue widget, you have to see my company name, the logo, the entire revision history with occasionally superseded revision, the document owner, the list of reference documents, the responsibilities, the definitions, and whatever else the author chose to drag you through before telling you how to put together that bloody blue widget. Tell me honestly, how often do you pull a procedure to know its revision history, superseded revision, or the owner, whoever she or he is? Here's a clue. Never. The revision history is already in the document change records, so repeating it in a procedure is duplication and waste. The superseded revision is evident from the revision itself. In other words, if the current revision is 7, the superseded revision is 6 for any common sense being. As for the owner, I could never get a hold of this strange concept. I always thought that the company owns documents, and specifying another owner is puzzling at best. What do we do when the owner leaves the company? Well, we need to locate and update all the procedures with that owner's name, which appears to be waste. I talk about this owner idea in detail in a separate video, so if you missed it, I invite you to check it out using the link below. To briefly recap today's lesson, do not entice strangers to tell you their story. They may do so. This concludes our long story topic. If you can't wait for the following videos, or you would prefer to read the book at your own pace, click the links below to buy paperback or ebook copies. Thank you for listening, and until next time.